10 incredible prehistoric animals that time forgot. Hi, everyone. From giant ancestors of modern animals to huge beasts that were never real, here are 10 incredible prehistoric animals that time forgot. Number 10, Ambulocetus. This 16-foot prehistoric whale monster was one of the largest and most ferocious marine predators that ever lived. It's no wonder this whale is called the walking whale. It had huge claws that it used to tear apart its prey, which included other whales. Its scientific name is Ambulocetus, which means walking whale, and its common name is the same. The Ambulocetus lived in what is now Pakistan about 49 million years ago. One of these ancient whale monsters was discovered by an amateur fossil collector who found a skull and some vertebrae in a limestone quarry. They were so large that it took 12 men to carry the fossils out of the quarry. Number 9, Dinictus. When you think of dinosaurs, you probably imagine huge, scaly monsters with sharp teeth and claws. But the truth is that many dinosaurs were actually feathered. This was especially true of theropods like the velociraptor. But did you know that there was also a huge flying dinosaur with feathers? Meet Dinictus, a relative of the Ankylosaurus that lived in what is now North America during the late Cretaceous period, about 70 million years ago. Unlike its relatives, though, Dinictus was not a quadruped. It walked on 2 legs, had long, powerful arms, and was covered in feathers. It was also huge, growing up to 11 meters long and weighing over a ton. Number 8, Gigantophus garstini. Living up to its name, the giant king snake was a gigantic serpent that lived in North Africa about 40 million years ago. At over 13 meters long, it was nearly twice the size of today's largest snake, the reticulated python. Pythons, along with boas, are the only living snakes that don't have fangs. Instead, they have long, hollow teeth that they use to hold on to their prey while they swallow it whole. The giant king snake would have been able to swallow much larger prey than modern snakes because of its huge size. But eventually, about 36 million years ago, it went extinct. Number 7, Arthropleura. If you've ever seen a millipede, then you've probably wondered just how big can these creepy crawlies get? The answer is really big. Meet Arthropleura, a 6-legged millipede that lived in what is now Scotland about 300 million years ago. It had a hard, protective shell and could roll up into a ball when it was threatened. It also had a pair of legs on each of its 26 body segments. That means it had 52 legs. Talk about a creepy, crawly nightmare. No, 6, Titanoboa. The Titanoboa was the biggest snake that ever lived. It lived in North America about 40 million years ago and reached lengths of over 13 meters. That's longer than a Tyrannosaurus rex. It was so massive that it required over 500,000 pounds of food per year to sustain itself. That's the equivalent of eating 5 double cheeseburgers every single day. But despite its enormous size, the Titanoboa went extinct about 36 million years ago. Number 5, Smilodon. When you picture a saber-toothed cat, you're probably imagining a creature from the Ice Age. And you'd be right. Smilodon, more commonly known as the saber-toothed cat, was a large, muscular cat with extremely long canines. It lived in North and South America about 2 million years ago and was one of the most feared predators of its time. Its teeth were so long that they were impractical for hunting, which may be why it went extinct. Or maybe it was the changing climate that caused its demise. Number 4, Mastodon. Woolly mammoths aren't the only prehistoric giants that roamed the earth. There was also the mastodon. While they may share a name, mastodons and mammoths are actually quite different. For one, mastodons were shorter and stockier than mammoths. They also had shorter, thicker tusks and a smaller brain. Despite their differences, mastodons and mammoths were closely related. In fact, they're both part of the family called Elephantidae, which includes modern elephants. But unlike their modern relatives, mastodons went extinct about 10,000 years ago. Number 3, Megalodon. Megalodon, the largest shark that ever lived, was a truly gigantic beast. It lived in the world's oceans about 23 million years ago and could grow to lengths of over 20 meters. That's longer than a school bus. The megalodon had huge, powerful jaws that could easily crush the bones of its prey. But despite its enormous size, the megalodon went extinct about 3.6 million years ago. Number 2, terror birds. You probably think of birds as being pretty small and mostly harmless creatures. But did you know that there were once terror birds that stood over 9 feet tall? These huge, flightless birds were the dominant predators in South America until about 12,000 years ago when they suddenly went extinct. The reason for their extinction is unknown, but it's believed that it may have something to do with the changing climate or the arrival of humans in South America. Number 1, Basilosaurus. The Basilosaurus was a truly monstrous creature that lived in the world's oceans about 40 million years ago. It was a type of whale monster that could grow to lengths of over 18 meters. That's longer than a humpback whale. The Basilosaurus had a huge muscular tail that it used to propel itself through the water with great speed. It also had a massive set of jaws that were filled with sharp, pointed teeth. With its enormous size and powerful jaws, the Basilosaurus was the ultimate ocean predator. Thanks for watching. What's your favorite prehistoric animal? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye.